Welcome to Romance and Relationships. No portion of Romance and Relationships may be used without the expressed written consent of KimMeWyatt. This Romance and Relationships is called How to Predetermine a Great Relationship. How many times did I just say relationship? You guys, there are 3 things that you can do to predetermine how basically any type of relationship, business, boyfriend, girlfriend, contemplating a marriage, a friend, or anything like that. Okay, there's 3 things that you can do. One of those things, before I go into the announcements, is astrology. I believe in astrology. There are certain signs that will get along like 2 peas in a pot, but then there are certain astrological signs that are like fire and oil, well, fire and water. Okay, they don't mix. One puts out the other, or oil and water. Okay, another thing that you can do. I won't go into the other things. Okay, but yeah, those are things you can do. That's one thing you could do. Okay, so a couple of announcements. Please subscribe to the YouTube channel and be sure to click the notification bell so that you will be one of the first to get notifications of new vids I post up, you guys. Okay, you guys, if you would like to send donations to my causes, I really appreciate it. Actually, I was checking my voice because I'm still a little hoarse. Feel great, absolutely great, and have since I became hoarse, but just hoarse. My allergies. Never had this happen before. I don't think. I think it started last year, I'll get hoarse when it's time for my allergies to commence, and have them twice a year. And yeah, so I'm hoarse, but I sound so much better than I have been. But if you would like to send donations, please scroll down, and thank you in advance. You will see that information once you scroll down where the text is posted, and you will see the information for sending donations. And once again, if I didn't say it before, thank you in advance. Okay, but I was checking my voice, and I can tell via my laugh that I'm still a little hoarse, okay? I did a video, had to redo it, and I was laughing at the beginning of the video or sometime during the beginning, and I sound just like Muttley. Mutley or Ly. Muttley was a cartoon dog that was owned by a villain, actually. And when the villain would do something evil, Muttley, 9 times out of 10, was going to laugh. Oh, there it goes. You guys, I'm telling you, look up Muttley on any video outlet. I suggest YouTube. You will find Muttley the dog, Muttley the cartoon dog. But this villain loved him some Penelope Pitstop. Penelope Pitstop. And oh my God. And she was not having it. My life, y'all. I'm not having it. Okay, also twist pudding. I have done 5 years of research on a product that I am temporarily calling twist pudding. That is not the actual name. That is a temporary name because the real name, guess what, is under wraps. It's a secret. It's a secret. And I'm so excited. It's a secret. Okay, so I know what the name is. Well, I got 3 choices, put it that way. So it's a secret. Okay, it's a secret. And so I'm not going to reveal that. Trade secret. Let's see what else I have to tell you. I will not be doing Kimmy This Week videos in my apartment, my current apartment. I will no longer do videos where I am holding a phone, looking in a mirror, holding a phone up to my ear, my right ear, and recording a video. How cute. I mean, that was okay back in the day, but it's time that is out for me to do that. And that was not really the reason. I just got tired of my perps and my gang stalkers coming by to visit the perps or whatever, or just sitting in their vehicle outside my apartment waiting for me to, well, check it out. With me, they don't normally just sit right outside the apartment. I think that a lot of them have gotten in trouble for doing that because they know that I know they're there. The people have let them know not to do that. Now there still are some that are bold. Just saw one the other day, female, just sitting there, but okay. But most times they will go like a row over, in other words, in front of another building. Got to be close to the Wi-Fi. Got to be close to the Wi-Fi, but not necessarily. There is a possible way that you can get feed from a person that is close to the Wi-Fi, which is how they're getting paid. Okay, one of the ways. So yeah. So no, I won't be doing that. Those videos will commence when I leave, when I move, okay? I am going over the YouTube channels to make sure that I said what I meant to say in every video. There's over 300 videos now, and I have gone over some. I've noticed I've been doing the most current ones that I'm posting up first because I listen to every video before I post it up, and so I will have changes. Well, if there's changes, you will see where the video is posted. Scroll down, there will be text where the text is, okay, where the video is posted. I mean, I have to change that because you just don't know. You don't own these platforms, so you don't know what's going to happen. They could put the text to the right, and in your video, you're saying scroll down, so just look for the text for the video, and then you will probably see changes there. And it will say before watching, go down a row, and you will see changes with the time, and then what changed, what would have I should have said, or whatever the changes. Okay, and let's see. There are 7 terms that I would love for you guys to look up. I thank you for those of you who have been following me all this time. Those of you who just recently started following me. Those of you who are interested in following me. And those of you who I'm piquing your interest. I am being stalked and gang stalked, actually. And so I'll be glad when there's a day, and there will be a day where I won't have to say that. It's coming. But right now, that's my life. So there's 7 terms before you predetermine what's going on with me. A lot of people, oh my God, that's not happening. Blah, 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 blah. Honey, I am not the only victim. This is organized crime. There you go. 1 term. Look up organized crime. I'm asking you to look up organized crime, the term, because a lot of people get it misconstrued, or they only partially know the in-depthness of that, organized crime. Oh, okay, that's a lot of people doing something bad. Yeah, true. But it really truly is organized. I want you guys to look that up. Please do. And do these via video. You can look up the text and stuff and read about it. But the best way to look up these terms is to get feedback from different people that have posted videos, organized crime. Okay. What is organized crime? And so. Look up empath. I am an empath. Okay. I'm not going to tell you what an empath is, but this next term you will also be if you're an empath, and that is a targeted individual. If you are an empath, EMPATH, you are 9.9 times out of 10 going to be a targeted individual. That's just the order of things. That's the way the world is, and you are going to be targeted. Okay. But just because you're targeted, a targeted individual, another term, targeted individual, does not mean that you're an empath. In other words, if you're an empath, you're going to be a targeted individual, but just because you're a targeted individual, or if you're a targeted individual, that doesn't mean that you're an empath. Okay. All right. And I need you guys to look up gang stalking, electronic stalking, group stalking. Okay. All of those. Gang and group are the same, basically, but check out the videos. Someone may have a different view on that, but it is basically the same. Last term I need you guys to look up, and I say I'm really asking you guys to look these up, is perps, PERPS. Okay. And out of all of those, I really want you guys to look up all of them. But I probably should start putting these in order of importance, but there is no such thing when it's organized crime. It is what it is. You can look up in either of those. But if I had to say which one of those I want you to really, really, really focus on, and not just because I want you to get a clear view of what's going on in my life. I want you to get a clear view of what might be happening to you right now as I'm speaking. And or people that you know, that you can pass this information on. And that term would be perps, PERPS. All right. Please look up perps and check out who they are and what they do and their purpose in the organization. All right. Let's see, any other announcements? I will be doing business seminars coming up real soon. Love business. I know a lot of stuff that I'm telling you people that have corporations do not know. And I really do. So I'm going to pass that information on to you guys. And most of this stuff is free resources. But if you're contemplating going into business, want to enhance your business, want to know just what are those resources that Kimmy is talking about, I need them. I'm strapped. I need the money, to save the money. Get with me. Okay, I will be posting that information. And I'm not going to say coming up real soon because the first thing I have to do is move. Okay, and get organized myself and et cetera, et cetera. But I will be doing those meetings and we will be eating. They will be 2-day seminars and it is what it is. Okay. There will be a fee just to let you know ahead of time. They're not free. And I also want to let you know I will not be traveling outside of the state of Texas initially. Okay. So just to let you know that and to be more specific, they will be in the Dallas and surrounding areas. Okay. Just to let you know that Dallas, Texas. All right. Dallas, Texas. And I think that's basically all of the announcements. And let's see, I did the twist pudding. Well, I think I said twist pudding, but I don't think I did talk about my twist pudding. You guys, I have done 5 years plus of research, not just for myself, but for you guys. If you are wearing your natural hair, this is Black African women, biracial women who are have Black African, blood as well. You guys, I have done a twist pudding for your hair. If you are interested in that, I've done some stuff, you guys. So I'm coming out with my own skin and hair care products. This twist pudding is I think I did say that. Well, let me go ahead and finish. Yeah, I just remembered that I was telling you guys that the name of the twist pudding is, under wraps and that there are like 3 names and that's a trade secret. Don't know if I finished elaborating on it, but what you can do is to get information on that, you can scroll down and or check out the text and find that information. And also right now I'm doing a promo where you can get free shipping if you buy 3 of any size, either size, and that's an 8 ounce and 16 ounce. Okay. And you can, there will be instructions. And the reason why I specify there will be instructions is because they will be on a separate piece of paper because, the twist pudding is the name. I have not had the name, hot stamped on the packaging or whatever. Okay. So that's what's going on. And so you will have instructions and you can always get in touch with me. What do I do? It's great for detangling. It's great for strength, antibacterial properties, moisturization, growth, definitely. Just a lot of stimulation. Of your scalp, et cetera, et cetera. So yeah, get at your girl on that and check it out. See what it's going to do for you. And I think that's it. Okay. So, I was on my way out the door and actually I said, no. I'm always thinking, not on purpose. That's just whom I am. And I thought about relationships and how people get entangled in relationships that are probably not going to work out, regardless of the type of relationships. And this is inclusive of friendships as well. The first thing you need to do when contemplating going into any type of relationships, more specifically like getting married, or having, it's funny when you say relationships, the first thing people think of is a relationship like between 2 people. But if you're going to be getting into a relationship between 2 people, which, okay, that's still a relationship, even if it's a friendship. How can I put this? If you're going into like a love relationship, there you go. Or you're going into a business relationship. This may be someone you just met and you are, you've been networking and you want to make sure that, things are going to be okay. Or if it could just be friendship. There are 3 things that you need to do, you guys. And before I leave out the door, one of those things is astrology, as I mentioned earlier. I think I did. You guys, I am into astrology. A lot of people are now, and it's a bona fidely true. Even though the astrology is not mentioned in the Bible, each one of us, 12 signs, 12 months, they come back around. 4 seasons, they come back around. You're going to months, they come back around. Days, they come back around. Unless there's a leap year, but really that doesn't matter. It's irrelevant to astrology. You guys are going to act just like someone who was born around the same time that you act now, that you were born. Now, I'm not going to say just like, but 89 plus %, you're going to have some of the same character traits of that person. Okay. I specified that's born around on the same day or around the same day that you were born. Whether before or after, you're going to have character traits. And I can't say 89% because if they're born the day before or the day after your birthday. So I'm going to say anywhere from, I'll say 75% just to be safe. Plus, you're going to act just like that person. And then here's the deal. There's a fine line between the 75% and the 89% because after that, everything after that 89% is how you were raised. What astrological sign or signs raised you? You're going to have some of their character traits. You know what I'm saying? So you're going to act like your mom, your dad. Okay. In a way, you're going to do certain things that they did or do. So that's the other part of it. And that's how you create, how character is created. It's not just astrological. There's other factors that can go in when determining character. However, once again, astrological wise, those people are going to act basically the same way. Guaranteed, almost. Just basically guaranteed. Okay. Some of them may flip the script, but please keep in mind that is because of parenting, lack of parenting. It's because of people they've been hanging around all their life, then they act just alike, you may be a Scorpio and I'm just putting this out there. This is not really a character trait of a Scorpio, but females, some of them are mild-mannered, very mild-mannered, not, especially when they've gotten older, but they may have had a Taurus, for instance. My situation is specifically, my ex-best friend and I were Scorpio and Taurus respectively. And I'm telling you, we, of course you rub off on the other one. And I know I rub probably off on her, some of my character traits, if I had not been in her life, she would probably be a totally different person or whatever. But, and I'm not saying bad or good. I mean, she just probably would have been someone different. And so likewise, you got a Libra and you have a Gemini or something like that, been friends for years, that person's going to rub off on you. A Cancer and a Capricorn, whatever that person's, and I'm not saying going to rub off on you. Let me finish my sentence. And I'm not saying either of these signs are compatible as friends or love relationships. I'm just throwing some astrological signs and comparison out there. Okay. Just for example purposes. So check out the person's astrological sign. One way to ask a person to get them to divulge to you their astrological sign is please don't ask directly unless you do have some type of rapport with people. And I ask directly. And most times I'm given what their astrological sign is. And I've been finding here over the years, you rarely hear someone say, I don't believe in that. I've rarely heard someone saying that because more and more people are realizing, you know what, this is truly whom I am. This is my sign. This is how I do act that way. And it will become funny to you because you really do act that way. And here's another announcement. I will be posting videos. I started doing videos called The Good, the Bad, and the Ugly, or Gemini, The Good, the Bad, and the Ugly. I never finished those videos. and in my home, this is where my life just really started turning around. The home that I grew up in, I moved out, and so I think I did 5, starting with Aries, in alphabetical order. I will be posting up what I have thus far on the YouTube channel. So that is coming up because another announcement. Well, I was going to do that anyway, and then put the link on this social media platform. But another announcement that I forgot. And when you scroll down and see the text, if you see this text, I say if because it may no longer be there where the text is posted for this video and any of my 300 plus videos. If you see a link called My 34 Collections, like I said, you probably won't see this, and here's why. My 34 Collections is part of a social media platform that Google has, and they're getting rid of it. April the 2nd, 2019. I will be removing that text afterwards. But in the meantime, please go and check out what I've done. I'm really upset with Google Alphabet Inc. for getting rid of that platform. I spent a lot of time on it, but it's their business. It is business. And so they can get rid of it. It's just I'm not agreeing with their reasons for doing so. I think it's a cop-out. Very, very upset with Google for that. Very upset. A lot of people are. People get on these social media platforms, you guys, and they divulge, not divulge, the wrong word, beep, beep, but they put a lot of time into it because this is social media. This is for their businesses. This is their brand. And then all of a sudden, you know what? We had a breach. So we're going to get rid of that, We're going to get rid of that. Okay. Mark Zuckerberg, Facebook. We just saw him in court, like a whole week or more or whatever. And then he had to go, something else happened. I think Facebook is still around. Okay. So, just an excuse. And the breach that Google is claiming they had, and I say claiming because I don't work for them. I don't know. Is according to what has been posted on different sites, is absolutely nothing remotely close to the breach, that Mark Zuckerberg Facebook had. Okay. This is information may have been disseminated and given to someone, but it's like stuff that you basically already give to people. Your email address, okay, things like that. Okay, someone has your email address. Please know that no, you don't own any of this stuff. There's disclaimers when you sign up for these products and services, even them getting rid of the service. Google, you got to read the fine print because you don't own any of that stuff. Basically, I can sum it up for you, and so it's going to be there. But however, please leave because you have valid reasons. Another thing that came out, they were going to be leaving in August. I think this is stupid. Why would you tell people you're leaving or getting rid of the platform in August and then you change it to April? Someone loves the letter A. Alphabet Inc. Wow, that's a big pun intended. Not only are you Alphabet Inc., Alphabet A is part of the alphabet. Okay. Wow. August, April. I'm telling you. So it was bumped up supposedly. Don't quote me. It was bumped up because there was another. The reason was because hardly no one was on the platform. That is the biggest lie I've ever been told. I can only speak for myself, and I know I'm not the only one that was on the platform, so I can't go by this. But I do know of other people who lived on that platform. There are people who were not even on Facebook. Hello. And they use that platform as an alternate, very mature platform as far as how things are done. Very easy to use, get around, and create this and create that. So it gave people the opportunity to really express themselves as most social media platforms do. And so, yeah. So, but anywho, their business, they're leaving. So, when you so that the video would have been also there is what I'm saying in one of those 34 collections. So I will be posting those videos up on astrology, and like I said, I think I Aries, Aquarius, Cancer I've done, Capricorn I've done. I know I've done Gemini, and I think that's where alphabetized. I think that's where I stopped. Okay. So I'm going to do the other ones. Yes, I am. I kind of want to go back over the ones I've already done. But, yeah, it's kind of like vintage videos, flashback videos. So I'll post those up, and I may even go back over and redo, the other ones, because the reason why I'm saying that is because the pixels of the video is so small, the video itself. So the DPI, the dot pixels per inch, well, what am I trying to say? The megapixels is what I'm saying. Dot pixels would be pictures. Okay, the megapixels of the camera at the time, older camera. Past year. This was 2014 or 13 when it started, maybe even 12. So this is 2019 now. So go figure. The camera pixels were smaller. Okay, number two, the second thing that you can do when you are contemplating going in any type of relationship is to do a background investigation. Now, I must say, sometimes when you look people up, please don't take things in the literal sense. Some people have things in their background that are not true. I am one of them. Okay. Totally one of them. I had someone send me to jail for something I did not do, didn't even think about it, not even that type of person, but I went to jail for 16 freaking days, and I'm not ashamed to tell anyone. I never touched the person, but, and I'm going to have that expunged. As a matter of fact, my lawyer, whom I have not been in contact with for like 2 years, almost 2 years, I'm going to get in touch with her and have that expunged, because she was supposed to have done it already. And she let me know. I kept calling and calling and calling. She being busy. When I finally did get in touch with her, that it was too late to have it expunged right after the supposedly crime via the state. I don't know. I went to school to do this law stuff. Just did not finish going to school for that. But I know a lot about it. Okay, so I'm gonna let her handle that and get with her and have that expunged. Okay, eventually, no problem. I know whom I am and I know what I have done and haven't. So there you go. There you go. You want to know something about me? Ask me. Okay, don't jump to conclusions. But it may or may not be there. I don't care. $25,000 bond though, you guys. I'm telling you. Woohoo! For some. Okay, I'm not gonna. This is what I'm talking about. Relationships. Make sure that you check out the person's astrological sign, which I knew. I got along absolutely great, but but the second thing you need to do is do a background, and kind of knew something about this person's background, but you just don't know. You just still don't know, really, do you? But flip the script, and so check out their backgrounds, spend a little money, and especially when you're talking about a loving relationship, a love relationship, you want to do a background check on people, you guys. Please do. Please do. Never thought I'd say this before, because I've been the type of person, I have discernment. I'm going to talk to you. I'm going to ask you questions, yada, yada, yada. I'm going to find out just what's going on with you, but everyone's not me. And so, and not only that, there's a lot of freaking wolves out here in sheep's clothing. Woo! And I'm talking about females as well. A lot of them. So men, do your research on women just like they would do their research on you. That works both ways these days. Should have always been that way, which is why a lot of women have been getting rid of that hidden personality, that hidden character trait they have, that hidden past. But okay, men are waking up. All right. And the same thing that I said with getting pregnant. You get someone pregnant, don't be afraid to say, hey, I know it was you and I know it was you and I know it was just you and I know we were kicking it. I know you were at my place all the time, but I need to know. I need that piece of paper to say that this is my child, and ladies, if you've been keeping it real, don't be offended by that. It's just some things we get involved in and we take it personal when we're innocent. If you're innocent, go get the dang on test. If you're not, if you're reluctant to do that, that should be a red flag to any man that, something's wrong. And there may not be anything wrong. You may just have this thing where, I wasn't doing it. Look, lady, okay, get it over with. If he wants a test, let him have a test. Y'all, bada boom, bada bam, y'all move on. Stop focusing on little idiotic things that a little test can just solve, and let him have that piece of paper, because he is owed that piece of paper. You didn't get him pregnant. He got you pregnant, supposedly. So that's something that he needs to know before he gets too involved with this child. Inside there. And then another thing, even though this is off the record, that pisses me off about men, they find out a child is not theirs, or no, I said that wrong. A lot of men don't even want to go have a test to find out if a child is theirs because they put their ding dong in someone's vagina and they just don't want to face the fact that someone else's ding dong was off in that vagina. And so they'll sit there and suffer the consequences of that child probably not even being theirs. The other side of that coin, the woman they were with, ratchet. So those two are going to work together. She's never going to tell you that's not your child because she knows you're not going to check and see if it's your child. I know someone that's going through this right now, and they don't know they're going through it, but I do. Okay. All right. Stop. And I'm going to do a romance and relationships on this. I kind of tapped on this in the Soup for the Soul. By the way, all of my videos are in playlists, if I didn't say that. So there's a playlist called Soup for the Soul. I kind of tapped in this on something. I don't know. But I don't think I've made a video specifically for this. But, men off the record from what I'm talking about, by the way, check that stuff out. Stop taking women's word. Women are so freaking ratchet, man. I've been knowing it. I'm a woman. Not ratchet, but I'm a woman. Now they're even more ratchet. Social media, they're, just check this stuff out, you guys. And this was what I was going to say. Stop going by looks. Oh, he looks just like me. I know I need him. Okay, all right. You're just a dum-dum. And that could be 110% your child, but you're a dum-dum because you're not getting bona fide, concrete evidence, okay? You have the right to do that. You have the right to let the parent know, I'm going to go have a test. Be upfront with people in everything in your life, you guys. Okay, just be upfront and just get it over with. Get the argument over with. Let them know what's going on. If she says she does not want you to get the child anymore because you're going to be doing a test, red flags, y'all. Red flags. So I don't need to play child support then. If I can't get my child, even though it was between you and I, it was not court ordered. Okay, I'm not paying any more child support until I find out if that's my child, and I mean it. Stand your ground, you guys. And I'm like I was saying, I'm going to be doing a romance and relationships on this particular topic here because it's something that's dear to my heart. A child should not have to suffer not knowing whom their father is, their biological father, if it can be known. Let me say that. Okay, to finish this off, the third thing that you can do, especially going into love relationships, is to ask about their parents. What kind of relationship, rather, did you have with your parent? Specifically in most cases, whether male or female, what kind of relationship did you have with your mother? Your mother, like, what, did y'all get along or whatever, Now, that's not going to be determined a lot, but it will let you know whether you can't push this person over. You should not be trying to go in a relationship where you can push over someone anyway. But if they tell you, yeah, my mother and I didn't got to get along much, because when we went head to head, that's going to let you know you can't push that person over. That person's not going to let you use them, and like I said, I'm using that as an example, but why would you go in a relationship going in that way anyway? But, okay. Just as an example. But yeah, you guys, you gotta know. You gotta know what's going on, man, in these relationships, and before they're predetermined, before they get started. And then you're like, okay, but I don't think I want to do this. Now here's the conclusion. Regardless of background check, astrological background check, or former relationship, or relationships with parents or a parent, it's some of this is non-conclusive. You still have to take a chance. I wouldn't say astrological wise, because I'm going to tell you something that is basically concrete. You can't come up trying to talk to me, and I already know that you and I are I can think of a sign right now, or is this just, I'm thinking of it, actually, literally. You and I are like, no. Even as associates. I mean, well, as friends, Yeah, maybe, but I say, but this is how it would be. You wouldn't be my friend, you would be my associate. You know, this particular astrological sign. Never been proven wrong. Never been proven wrong. And I've been studying astrology since I was 11. I don't have a crystal ball. Don't believe in the tarot cards and all that kind of stuff. Used to believe in horoscopes. I stopped doing that over 20 years ago. But no. Astrology is it, not horoscopes. That's two different things. The horoscopes is someone giving you a future outline of what's going to occur on a specific day or month or whatever. Yeah, don't believe in that. I don't believe in stuff like that. Yeah, it's okay. I mean, but nah, I pass. Like I said, I used to get the paper. I used to not subscribe to the paper, but I would get the paper, and that's the only part of the paper I would read, basically, unless it was something on the front page. I would go to the entertainment section or whatever and go to the astrology and see what my day is supposed to be like. Excuse me. And then I realized one day, you know what? How would you know, whomever wrote this, that's going to occur? As a matter of fact, they were off. Out of 100% of the time, regardless of which one I read, just doing a tabulation, they were off like 80-something% of the time. I mean, really just off. That's not how my day went. That didn't happen. I didn't win the lottery. Okay, this is Kimmy Wyatt. Thank you for joining this romance and relationships. Please subscribe to the channel so that you can get to all of my romance and relationships that are coming up in the future, as well as future stuff, you know, and you'll know what's occurring there. So I'm gonna go. Hasta la vista. Buenos Aires. Buenas noches. Arrivederci. Au revoir, Salida. Don't let the doorknob hit you where the good Lord split you. Ciao, Bella. Ciao, Bello. You gotta go. Before I say the last one, please post your comments below. If you want to put a comment down there, go ahead. Don't be afraid. All right, don't be afraid. Don't be afraid. Now you should be really afraid. Like, oh my gosh, she's saying it. Something's not right. Okay. Bye.